Hi, welcome to the small shed this Saturday, and this week it's duck repair week. Well, for a long while now we've had a wooden duck in our conservatory, you know, the sort of thing. Well, in fact we've got three, a family of three. This is Daddy Duck. He's had one or two scrapes in the past. You'll see his neck's already come undone once and I've had to repair that. The wood is starting to split again there. There's a split occurring on the back of it, which I might try and fill with a bit of filler. It's probably the temperature in there that doesn't do them any good at all. But the real problem is that for some reason it's started to fall over. And it won't actually now sit up properly on its legs without a bit of, I've tried wedging a bit of stuff in there, but it really isn't right. So I've got to try and understand what's going on there, what's changed, why it should suddenly start wanting to fall over. And it looks as if it needs the centre of gravity moving back a bit. So it's either a matter of making new feet or altering the leg angles or putting some weight on the back. I don't really know what I'm going to do with it, but Mummy Duck and Baby Duck are missing their respective husband and father, so we'll be dealing with that in a minute or two. First off, there's a bit of unboxing to do. A few things have come in this week, so I'll just start on those just to give an idea of what's coming in the next week or two. It says depthometer on this, so I think I know what it is. It's a guide for the router table to enable you to set the depth of cutter. I think it's a fairly straightforward thing, digital readout, and it just lets you set the level that you want, and then you put that on your router table and you can bring your cutter head up to the right level. So hopefully that will give me a bit of accuracy on the cutters. So that's that one. Also got parcel there, I don't know what it is. Yeah, right, preservative. I wanted some clear timber preservative for a future project that's currently being filmed. I'm making some, well, loosely speaking, garden furniture for a sheltered accommodation just round the corner in Bromsgrove, and it's being made basically out of CLS timber. That's the back of one of the chairs, but because I'd been cutting flat sheets of CLS timber to curves, it just takes all the preservative away because it only penetrates a certain depth, and on the end grain you don't get any preservative there. So I just wanted to get something that was clear, because this has got to match some existing furniture, and I didn't want it to get I didn't want to get into painting it brown or green or anything like that. So that's just plain clear preservative. So that's helpful. That will enable me to get on with that now, because I didn't want to screw the ends and things together permanently without having treated them with preservative. That one, and then the very big one arrived yesterday. That's come from Leicester. This is I hope, the next set of bases for the tools in the shed. The aluminium sections that I made the base out of. this is the next set, which is the undercart for the TWX7 router table that will hold the router, the saw, and hopefully I can get the chop saw on it as well. And it's principally screws, end caps and aluminium lengths, cut and measured, hopefully to the right size again this time rather than last time. That should enable me to make two carts. I've changed the design of the cart slightly, which cuts out quite a bit of aluminium for these, and that will do the cart underneath the TWX7 and I can't remember now what the other one was. Oh yes, the bandsaw and the pillar drill. That's the unboxing. We'll move on, clear the decks a bit and have a look at Mr. Duck. I think I'm beginning to understand what's happening with the duck. I mean, you can see in the past I've had a go trying to sand the base. I've stuck some pieces on the front of the toe in the past that kept it leaning further back. I'd even gone so far as to slightly reprofile the leg and move it forward to get an angle that moved its centre of gravity further forward. But just working on it, I've just suddenly realised what the problem is, or why it suddenly started doing this. This leg has become totally loose and is wobbling, and it's that lack of support. When it was in its previous position, it was actually then working all right, but it can now move forward in that hole. So I'm going to drill that whole section out, I think, because there's a bit of glue in there, but it's not a very good bond. That one's okay. So there's a few splits occurring on the joints. These things are only cheap and nasty, but might as well repair it and throw it away. I think a little bit of light coloured filler in all the cracks. I think I'll take the pieces off the bottom, as I'm going to have to do this properly. Just going to open the holes out now on these with, just do it by hand because it's only very thin, just to get the last bit of timber out, so that we've got as much possible gluing area as we can find. I'll probably put the Gorilla polyurethane foaming glue in there because it foams up to swell to fit the void properly. If I can prop the duck into the right position, it should give me the best possible chance of getting a decent bond in there. I've saved a lot of the sawdust so I can mix up some glue and sawdust to do the bits of filling that are needed here and there. I think that's probably the best. Well, 24 hours on, Mr. Duck is now dry. Just need to clean the spillage where the polyurethane glue is foamed up a bit, clean that off. But he's standing up without falling over now, so we've no longer got a drunken duck. So I'm going to just get some white glue, woodworking glue, and mix with a bit of sawdust, rub it into the areas where it's cracked, clean up those bits of leg, and we'll be ready for a bit of probably a bit of beeswax just to smooth it over, and it'll be done. So we'll get that done now. Right, well the glue and filler's dried. I'm just giving him a coat of beeswax now just to help feed the wood a little bit and give it a chance, because the trouble is it's a fairly hostile environment out in the conservatory anyway for anything made out of wood. We'll give that a quick buff up afterwards and be ready to go back and join his family. Well, that's another job done. At least the shed smells nice now. It smells of lavender polish, so that's a bit more pleasant environment. Hope you enjoyed the video. Look forward to seeing you on the next one. If you enjoyed it, please press like and subscribe, share it with your friends, and I'll see you soon. Bye.